The college Democrats. You're the president of college Democrats.
Yep.
How you feeling about the enthusiasm? Your name and how you feeling?
My name is Rose, and I'm feeling great. This is going to be a great debate. Oh, sorry, I touched you there. I'm so enthusiastic. Walz is going to do so well.
All right, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. I really appreciate talking to you guys, Rachel.
Good morning, everyone. So liberals are clearly struggling with the fact that Tim Walz objectively lost last night's VP debate, and I guess everyone has to handle it in their own way because a lot of them are starting to bring out the brooms, right? They're sweeping it up, or in some cases, you're straight up having panicked meltdowns over it, and the reaction tells you everything that you need to know. So we're gonna get into a lot of that in today's video. So folks, if you enjoy the content, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe. Your subscriptions go a long way in helping us fight back against the censorship, getting the word out in this election year. And it is free, no work for you besides going down below and hitting that red subscribe button. So it is greatly appreciated. It goes a long way, trust me, it does, in supporting our work. And with that said, take a listen to a little bit of an unhinged reaction over at MSNBC about last nig's debate.
It's the audacity. I agree with you that we're in year 9 and no one knows how to cover the audacity. The audacity is that someone should have said, stop it, stop. Are you effing kidding me? And they should have dropped that F-bomb, right? I mean, they should have just, this is a debate. This may be the only chance people have to see the difference.
JD Vance keeps lying and we keep letting him get away with it and we don't have a lot of time left in this election. Come on, what are we doing? That is the response of the loser, right? That is exactly how someone who is bitter because they got defeated pretty badly would respond to last night's VP debate. And that ultimately tells you everything you need to know. If you're melting down, if you're absolutely seething about what happened, or you're, oh, he's a liar, but he's a liar, that means you lost. Say it plainly or not, but we know what you're really getting at ultimately in the end.
He lied the entire night. He lied about American energy production, which is up. He said it's down. He lied about healthcare. He said Donald Trump saved Obamacare. You have to be literally
I was on Capitol Hill.
I want to talk about that when you're done.
He lied about the insurrections. He said we had a peaceful transfer of power. He lied. He said he never supported a national abortion ban. Donald Trump is the gaslighter in chief, and this is his loyal lieutenant who came out here to try to polish up the crazy. And I think Americans need to be very, very careful. This is a very, very deceptive guy. He lied.
Okay, so translation, Tim Walz lost the debate really badly. That's exactly what all of these reactions mean. Now, some liberal figures don't want to say it openly, and so they'll just kind of cope about it and say, but he lied. The audacity. Others are willing to say it pretty publicly. For instance, we have a new opinion piece out of the New York Times immediately following the debate that reads, Vance's dominant debate performance shows why he's Trump's running mate. Oh, so he did have a dominant debate performance after all. That seems to be the message that everyone is getting at in one way or another. And if you don't believe me, then let's look at some of the opinion polls and some of the betting odds and how they moved throughout this debate. And about 7 days ago, the betting market said that Tim Walz had about an 82% chance of winning this debate. Look how it moved during that night. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is at 31%. 31%. Absolutely ridiculous. But if you don't believe that, betting markets can tell you one thing. Well, just take a look at the polls themselves. And these are polls, keep in mind, coming out of liberal-leaning networks. For instance, we have CBS, the network that hosted that debate, and we obviously know where they stand. But in their own poll, Vance won here 42% to 41% for Walz, which obviously means, right, if it is tied in the CBS Snap poll, Vance won that debate pretty handily. In the CNN instant poll, they had JD Vance 51%, Tim Walz 49%, and even this focus group that I believe was done by the New York Times on the specific question of who made better arguments about how to handle climate change. Climate change of all issues. In their own focus group, 13 people said that JD Vance gave a better answer on climate change compared to Tim Walz's 9 people. Okay, if you're winning the debate on climate change as a Republican, you know that one of two things is true. Either JD Vance did really well last night or Tim Walz did really badly. Honestly, the truth is somewhere in the middle. It's a little bit of both here.
If you notice, what Governor Walz just did is he said, first of all, Donald Trump has to listen to the experts. And then when he acknowledged that the experts screwed up, he said, well, Donald Trump didn't do nearly as good of a job as the statistics
that's a gross
show
generalization.
that he did. So what Tim Walz is doing, and I honestly, Tim, I think you got a tough job here because you've got to play whack-a-mole. You've got to pretend that Donald Trump didn't deliver rising take-home pay, which of course he did. You've got to pretend that Donald Trump didn't deliver lower inflation, which of course he did. And then you simultaneously got to defend Kamala Harris's atrocious economic record, which has made gas, groceries, and housing unaffordable for American citizens. I was raised by a woman who would sometimes go into medical debt so that she could put food on the table in our household. I know what it's like to not be able to afford the things that you need to afford. We can do so much better. To all of you watching, we can get back to an America that's affordable again. We just got to get back to common sense economic principles.
And like I said, you are already seeing a lot of the prominent Democrat influencers, media contributors, activists, all these characters starting to do the mop-up duty. For instance, David Hogg. Remember this guy? David Hogg's response to the debate was, Walz is having to debate a well-trained liar. Okay, translation there. Instead of saying Walz is winning the debate, Walz is destroying JD Vance. No, but JD Vance is lying. Again, translation there, it means you are losing the debate and losing pretty badly. David Axelrod, who is one of the chief strategists for the Democrat Party these days, says, here's the thing, VPs don't make policy, presidents do. Who talks about the Pence years, essentially trying to argue that the VP debate is politically inconsequential, which is probably true, but why would you be tweeting that if not for the fact your party's guy obviously lost the debate, and that's why you are coping so hard. Even Kamala Harris herself. Check this out. I think this is very interesting. At 8:48 p.m., just minutes before the debate started, she tweets out, at Tim Walz, it's game time. I am excited for the country to see you in action. And then, spoiler alert, throughout the rest of the night, she did not tweet out a single thing about the debate. Okay, she retweeted. You can go see Tim Walz a couple times, but Kamala Harris herself had nothing to say. And then this morning, she is already just trying to move on from the entire thing, saying that together, Tim Walz and I are running a people-powered campaign. When elected, we will govern on behalf of Americans. Join our movement. And that's it. Right? She had nothing to say out of her own mouth about Tim Walz's performance. She went totally radio silent and then is saying, hey guys, please donate to our campaign. Nothing to mention about that debate. What does that mean even from Kamala Harris? Because Kamala Harris knows her guy didn't do well at all. So it's just hilarious to see. I mean, they can cope and seethe all they want. JD Vance is a liar. He's just not telling the truth. What did JD Vance lie about? I have no idea, but look, that's why Tim Walz lost. No, Tim Walz lost because he lost, okay? If Vance was allegedly lying all night, then why didn't Tim Walz go after it? Why didn't he fact check? Probably because he had nothing to say. Or he's just not that good of a debater. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. The point is this. You guys got destroyed. And now you're trying to live with it, trying to cope with it. Very funny to see. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Do you see this as, in my opinion, pretty clear evidence? Even they know they lost. Be sure to leave a like on this video. Again, subscribe to the channel if you are new to help support our work. Hit that red button. And until next time, God bless and peace.